guys, it's Flower Friday, and this week we have a great subscription bucket filled with lots of lavenders and purples. Go Ravens! So we're gonna start off with our white hydrangea. This is going to be our base. So you're going to actually build on top of these. It gives you a nice background color and helps to elevate the colors of the other flowers. So you want to take them all together into a nice round mass, and then you're going to take your raffia wire and we're going to bind them together to help to create that grid. Just twisting the wire on. Snip off the excess, and then you're going to cut your hydrangeas. Make sure you're cutting at an angle. It's going to help to give more water to the thirsty hydrangeas. So that's what we're going to start with. Okay, then we're going to take some of our leggy guys because they are going to take up a lot of space. So you have these really beautiful mums. They almost look painted, which is very fun. So you're going to measure using your table as if it's the ground, growing out of the ground, to create your length. And then again, cutting at a nice crisp angle and always inserting diagonally. When you insert up and down, it's just going to create a very vertical, rigid type of design. But when you fan it out, inserting at an angle, it's going to fan it out, make it appear a lot larger. You want to make sure you clean your stems really nice because any excess greens or stems will make the water very dirty. And usually I like to do things like a triangle. Helps to keep it very even. Next, we're gonna do our button mums. They're cute little lavender guys. We have 3 of them. Again, same concept. Now these guys have a lot more leaves, so you want to make sure you're stripping that. Don't want any of that in the water. And if you don't use the whole stem, that's okay. That's part of the design process. And always readjusting as you're going. Occasionally turning your vase just to make sure it's even all the way around. Okay. Now for a little bit of height and volume. We're gonna go to this fun green. It's a nice burgundy agonis. And you can really break this guy up. So we're gonna use a lot of little pieces, maybe some bigger ones, and making them protrude out past the mums. Any of your little guys you can set off to the side. We can always add those in at the end for some accents. Make sure the stems going into the water are nice and clean. Now I am going to do one piece towards the center. But that's not going to be as tall as these other guys, because then it would be very moundy looking. We want it to be stylized. Now for some structure, we're going to do some of these really pretty carnations. I know some people have feelings about carnations, but they are a really hardy, pretty flower. They can complement your roses and your other focal flowers really nicely. I'm gonna have, since we have 5 here, I'm gonna have 3 kind of protruding out as almost like a line flower. And if yours are really tight, you can kind of squeeze this little head here and fan it out real nice. And again, keeping that triangle shape. And then my last 2 guys, I'm gonna have them a little bit closer to the hydrangea because that's gonna create some depth when we add more of our purple flowers. Don't jam anything in there. You wanna have it come in real nice and clean. So you might have to twist or move things around a little bit so they all go in nice. Okay. Now we're gonna go for our Lizzie-anthus. So we have some really pretty deeper purple. And you can really break these guys up. So there's about 2 or 3 on each stem. These I'm gonna have kind of mixing in between the length of my carnations and my mums. They have these fun little baby guys on there, so those will also create some different texture and height. Still trying to create that triangle shape. Okay. All right, now for our roses. Here are our pretty Ocean Song roses. They're a nice lavender color. And they are a little tight, so you can blow on them and try to fan them out a little bit. And they will naturally open as your arrangement continues to bloom. So over the next couple days, you'll see some things open a little more. Things might shift a little bit. It's just the beauty of the flowers. Now again, we're gonna kind of mix them in between. So they are going to be various heights, kind of filling in any of the spots that might be empty from the base that we made with our carnations and our roses. And always spinning, because then you get holes if you just stay on one side. Okay. Great. So we have a nice base going. Now, oh, we have one more doodad, so we'll add him in there. Even this out. Okay, so now we're gonna go with our Scabiosa. They're gonna be the tallest flower, cute little lavender guys. You can keep the straws on there to keep the necks nice and straight, but it doesn't look as nice. So I like to take them off. It also will give them a natural kind of like spring to the stem. So that always looks nicer than just a very tight, erect type of stem. And always using your table as your base for your ground, as if the flowers are growing out of the table through the hydrangea. Okay. And last but not least, for our blooms, we're gonna have these beautiful lavender anemone. Now these guys do open and close, so they will open as it gets warmer, and if you have them in a nice cool spot, they will close back up again. But when they open, they have this really nice dark center with these soft edges, so that's really nice. Keep spinning, keep it nice and even. And for a nice accent to bring in these cool tones that we have going, we have some Silver Dollar Youth. Now again, you don't have to use all of your greenery, but it's nice to have the variety. Some people like heavy greenery, some people don't, but that's why you got your DIY bucket, so you can make your own decisions. I'm gonna break these up and kind of place them in between any holes that we have, really accenting all of the nice greenery and textures. And again, making sure that we don't have any excess dollars hanging on, because they will make the water really dirty. Can add a little guy towards the center because we want it to be nice and unified. And if it's a little too much, you can snip some off. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our lavender Ravens-esque type of DIY flower bucket arrangement. Happy Friday!